So I'm going to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. My name's Joanna Verran, or Jo. I'm Professor of Microbiology at Manchester Metropolitan University. I'm also a National Teaching Fellow, and I'm the Head of Science Communication and Public Engagement in the Faculty of Science and Engineering. Well, I've had a fairly long career in microbiology teaching and research at MMU, and as time went on, it was quite nice to start to talk about the work that I do to different audiences. So I've done a lot of work with undergraduates, and I tried to encourage them to use other disciplines to communicate their science, their microbiology. So I did work on microbiology and art. And then I started thinking, well, actually, you can use different disciplines to communicate microbiology to a whole range of different audiences. So I've involved undergraduate students, postgraduate students, and colleagues in other disciplines and other faculties at the university with a whole range of different public engagement activities. I was the unit leader for the microbiology and infection group within the Allied Health Profession submission for the 2014 REF. And from the other side, I was also a REF output assessor. So I've had quite a lot of involvement with the REF and the development of the submission. So as an active member of the MMU REF submission, I was also involved in coming up with different impact case studies to see how we could help with our submission. And in fact, I was able to devise 3. 2 of them were much more research focused, and the third was on my public engagement activities. So the first was about hygienic surfaces and how we produce surfaces which are easy to clean and therefore more hygienic. And the impact of that was on end users, SMEs and other peers. Another impact case study looked at dental technology and how we looked at modifying different denture materials and how that could reduce potentially infection and maintain good oral hygiene. And there's been a lot of impact on that subsequently with maxillofacial prosthetics within my department. The third one was the public engagement activities, which have also innately developed from the research that I've been doing. So I was able to use a whole range of different examples of engagement activities and also evidence of the impact. Cross-disciplinary work and using other aspects of microbiology to convey principles of infection control to a whole range of audiences. And it's been really fun to think of ways that you can get information about microbiology across to people almost without them noticing. So I've done work on how zombies and vampires and werewolves are actually very much like infectious diseases. So I've delivered activities at Manchester Children's Book Festival. I've done an immersive theatre event. I've done workshops and pub quizzes at the Cheltenham Science Festival and also the Cheltenham Literature Festival. And I've really enjoyed doing all of those activities. The one that was picked to go forward by the university was the hygienic surfaces case study. I did wonder why the public engagement case study was not the one that was selected. I did actually feel that it provided a very good evidence base of impact, perhaps better than the hygienic case study. Because with public engagement activity, you've got evidence of the number of people that you're interacting with, if you record it appropriately, but you also have the opportunity to look at the depth of the interaction and find ways of measuring that through a whole range of different mechanisms. I wondered why that public engagement impact case study wasn't selected, and I wonder if it's because it's a little bit softer, a little bit warm around the edges than the sort of hard-nosed laboratory-based research activity, sort of a bit more feminine, touchy-feely as opposed to impact surfaces. So it'll be interesting to see how public engagement type impact case studies will be perceived in the future. I think that public engagement and impact for the REF interact with one another and have fed off one another very well. The impact agenda has really helped the development of public engagement as an activity for academics. So I think in the future, the relationship between the two will be strengthened, and I think particularly for REF 2020 there will be a lot more public engagement as part of the impact case studies for the REF. Thanks very much.